The Olympics have seen some of the greatest sporting miracles in the world over the years. Each year, there's something different to talk about, especially unexpected things. In fact, one of the most exciting aspects of the Olympics is the potential for upsets. In today's video, we'll take a look at the 10 greatest Summer Olympic upsets, including Lamont Jacobs, Rulon Gardner, and many more. Starting off with the 1952 Helsinki upset at number 10. At the 1952 Summer Olympics in Helsinki, Czech runner Emil Zatopek pulled off a stunning upset in the men's 5,000-meter race. Despite being considered an outsider, Zatopek was able to outperform his more established competitors and win the gold medal with a time of 14 minutes, 6.6 seconds. This victory was particularly significant because Zatopek was not expected to win, and his unusual running style and training methods had raised eyebrows among his competitors. In addition to his victory in the 5,000-meter race, Zatopek also won gold medals in the 10,000-meter and marathon events at the 1952 Olympics. In an explosive and unexpected finish, he sprinted to victory in the marathon, leaving his closest competitor 2.5 minutes behind. All of this made Emil Zatopek the first athlete in history to win all 3 events at the same Olympics. Following up, we've got the 1964 Tokyo Olympics at number 9. Billy Mills is best known for winning the gold medal in the 10,000-meter race at the 1964 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. This was considered one of the biggest upsets in Olympic history, as Mill was not a favorite to win the race. He ran a stunning lap to overtake the leaders and take the gold medal, finishing in a new Olympic record time of 28 minutes and 24.4 seconds. This was the first time an American had won the 10,000-meter race in the Olympics, and Mills remains the only American man to have ever won the event. After the Olympics, Mills continued to compete and had a successful career as a motivational speaker. Next up, we've got the 1972 Munich Olympics at number 8. The 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich, West Germany, were marked by several memorable events, including a major upset in the men's basketball final. In this event, the United States, who had won 7 gold medals in the previous 8 Olympics, faced off against the Soviet Union, who had won the previous 3 gold medals. Despite being heavily favored to win, the U.S. team suffered a stunning loss to the Soviet Union, with the final score being 51-50. This upset was the result of a controversial ending to the game. With 3 seconds left on the clock and the U.S. team leading by 1 point, the Soviet Union scored a basket to take the lead. However, the U.S. team argued that the basket was scored after the clock had run out, and they requested a replay for the final seconds. However, the officials ruled in favor of the Soviet Union, awarding them the gold medal. The controversy surrounding the game's ending and the U.S. team's loss led to widespread outrage and accusations of bias against the officials. The incident was seen as a major upset and was a shock to many, as the U.S. team was considered the dominant force in men's basketball at the time. Following up, we've got the 1976 Montreal Olympics at the 7th position. The 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, Canada were memorable for many reasons, including a major upset in the women's 4x100-meter freestyle relay. In this event, the United States women's team faced off against the heavily favored East German team, who had dominated the event in previous Olympics. Despite being underdogs, the U.S. team won a stunning victory, setting a new world record and winning the gold medal. This upset was particularly significant because the East German team was considered almost unbeatable in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. The team had set a new world record in the preliminary rounds of the 1976 Olympics. However, the U.S. team overcame the odds and secured a victory, thanks in part to a strong performance by anchor swimmer Shirley Babashoff. The U.S. team's victory in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay was seen as a major upset and was celebrated by American fans. What's more is the 2000 Sydney Olympics at number 6. Susie O'Neill, often referred to as Madam Butterfly, was the Olympic champion in the women's 200-meter butterfly. The Australian had everything in her favor to win it this time too, given that she was competing on home ground. Misty Hyman, however, decided that this was the time to take all the revenge for all those times O'Neill had beaten her. She performed a record-breaking swim and posted a time of 2 minutes, 5.88 seconds. This pushed the former champion to silver position with a time of 2 minutes, 6.58 seconds. This was particularly interesting since it was O'Neill's first loss in the event in 6 whole years. It was also the final final time that she appeared in the Olympics. Coming up at number 5, Alexander Karelin losing for the first time. At the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney, American wrestler Rulon Gardner pulled off a major upset in the men's Greco-Roman heavyweight wrestling division. Gardner faced off against Russian wrestler Alexander Karelin, who was considered one of the greatest of all time and had won gold medals in the previous 3 Olympics. Despite being considered a huge underdog, Gardner secured a victory, handing Karelin his first ever loss in international competition. Gardner's victory was a personal triumph and helped him cement his status as one of the greatest wrestlers in U.S. history. The Russian bear Alexander Karelin had reached legendary status in the world of wrestling, his undefeated streak extending over a full 13 years, and no one could equal or better it. He was simply unbeatable. Let's look at number 4. The U.S. men's basketball gets bronze at the 2004 Athens event. At the 2004 Olympics, the U.S. basketball team lost 3 times during the preliminary round, including a controversial loss in Puerto Rico and a blowout loss in Lithuania. As a result, the team finished 3rd in their group and had to settle for a bronze medal. Despite the disappointing outcome, the team still feared many of the top players in the NBA, including Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, and LeBron James. In the bronze medal game, the team faced Lithuania once again and managed to come away with a victory, winning by a score of 104-96. In the end, Argentina won the gold medal, while Italy won the silver. Overall, the 2004 Olympics in Athens were a success for the United States, as the country won a total of 101 medals, including 36 golds. However, the performance of the basketball team was somewhat of a disappointment, as many had expected them to win the gold medal for a 3rd consecutive time. We're in the top 3 now. First up, Great Britain scoring gold in the 4x100 meter relays in Athens in 2004. The United States team for the 4x100 meters was nothing short of the most capable. It consists of names such as Justin Gatlin, who was a 100-meter champion, followed by 200-meter champion Shawn Crawford, and also 3-time world champions Maurice Green and Kobe Miller. Unfortunately, they fell short on the gold by 1/100th of a second. Great Britain instead, however, took over and won the gold. Their team consisted of Jason Gardner, Darren Campbell, Marlon Devonish, and Mark Lewis Francis. They won the gold at the 38.07 mark, while handing the U.S. team a slot for 2nd place. This was particularly significant for Britain, given that they were struggling previously. While fans were giving up on hope, the victory proved that giving up is never the solution. In fact, fighting to your last breath gets you the results. Japan ended USA's softball run in the 2008 Beijing Olympics at number 2. The U.S. has quite frankly dominated this particular sport at the Olympics since 1996. They won gold medals in all of the first 3 tournaments. The same was the case for their run into the Beijing Games, where they won 7 of their preliminary games and a 53-1 combined total. It looked pretty clear that once again, the U.S. team will be taking the title home. Japan, however, decided to change the course of the game. Yukiko Ueno from Japan's team performed flawlessly, awarding his team a 3-1 win over the USA and getting it the gold medal. Finally, Lamont Marcel Jacobs became the world's fastest man. Jacobs is a 26-year-old sprinter who broke the record of the world's fastest man in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. This was also the first time that Usain Bolt wasn't present since 2004, so everyone already had an advantage. Jacobs won with a time of 9.80, which was his personal best. More amazing is the fact that he had never run the 100 meter in under 10 seconds until 2021. He also made history because it was the first time that an Italian man had won the event on the Olympic stage. Jacobs was also part of Italy's 4x100 meter relay team, which also placed first with a time of 37.50. That's a wrap for this video. What other Summer Olympics was a mind-boggling upset in your opinion? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.